All right, we are live. So this is Darren Elmendorf and Cheryl Green, and we are doing a realistic job preview. So we're going to talk about what it's like to live in a group home and what it's like to work in a group home. And so Darren, why don't we start with you? You live in a group home that's supported by Coarc. What is it like to live in a group home?
It's better to move into like an apartment, so the house helps you like cook your meals, and it's better. The house helps you like planning your money skills and planning your banking. Plus it helps you like do your laundry and stuff. Plus it helps you to clean up after yourself when they ask you. So plus it helps you plan your meals. Plus it helps you plan your menus and ask you if you like to do just trying to think of that. Plus it helps you if you want to go out on outings and stuff. Plus, you can ask your manager if you have one if you want to go out if you want to go bowling, and if you like to go out to see your family. So that's what you bring up in the business meeting.
Very cool. So you actually described some of the supports. That was going to be my next question. Yeah. Could you describe some of the supports you receive? But you kind of did that. You talked a little bit about, well, why don't you mention them again?
The one support, the staff help you do, like if you try to do the banking, and plus it helps you do the money, plus it helps you plan your menu, plus do the weekly checks, and like if you do your chores and do your bedroom and stuff.
Cool.
So they basically help you be as independent as possible.
It sounds like one of those things is transportation. You can kind of get back and forth to your family.
Oh, yes. Plus, it helps you do your meds too.
Ah, good. All right, that was going to be a follow-up question, but you got it. So, Darren, what do you like about living in a group home?
I like it so the staff help me out if I have any questions.
Nice.
Yes. So plus the staff lets me go out to see my family too.
They help you get there?
Yep. So the staff lets me talk to my family every night.
Cool. What are some of the best parts about it? Is that some of the best parts?
Yeah.
Working with your family, talking to your family, staying connected with your family?
Oh, yes.
Cool. All right, so the follow-up question on that is, what are some of the things you don't like about living in a group home? You can be totally honest. It's all good.
There's nothing.
No. How about living with other residents? Is that sometimes bothersome?
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes you might not always get along, right?
Yeah. So sometimes the problem there is, like, other people like to know the business, what you like to do and stuff. So that's what bothers me.
How many people do you live with?
4 other people.
4 other people.
Yeah.
Do you all have your own bedrooms?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's nice to be able to shut the door, I'm assuming.
Yeah, or go on the other side. So.
That's cool. Got it.
Yeah.
So, what should Coarc do? Is there anything we should do that we should change that would make your life better, or that would make the group home better? Maybe it's something we need to do.
Try to get more staff in the houses.
Yeah, I think that could help for sure. Good. I think the last formal question I have is, if someone was going to be moving into a group home, one of Coarc's group homes, what should they know, or what should they think about before they move in?
Yeah. So they should think about if they want to move in, and think about if they'll get along with their peers at the house.
So the makeup, like you can't buy your neighbors. I mean, I know I've heard that before. It's important to know who you're going to be spending your time with.
Yes, and if they like to, if they want to move in, that they should check out the place first to see if they want to move in first, to make the decision first if they want to move in.
So do a tour, maybe come for a dinner visit, get to know people.
For the dinner visit, and see if they like the place. Then they should talk it over first. Then they should move in.
Sounds good, Darren. That's great. Cheryl, do you have any follow-up questions, or should I start with you?
No, you can go ahead and start.
All right. So, Cheryl, you work as a manager in a group home that's staffed by Coarc. So, not actually Darren's home, but you work in a separate home.
Yeah.
What is it like to work in a group home?
Working in a group home is just like being at home. It's a fun, friendly environment. You do the same things as you do at home. Of course, being the manager, I have more paperwork than, I'd like to spend more time with the residents than behind the computer, but it's also part of the job.
Mm-hmm. What does it look like? What do you do for most of the day?
Most of the day, I do paperwork and computer work. I do finances, make sure everything's up to date,
Make sure so you keep balances on everybody's checkbook, and you make sure everyone's medications have been ordered. And
make sure the fire drills are happening, the house check is done, making sure that everything's safe for them, safe environment, safe vehicle.
Good. How is the job different than what you first expected? I know you've been there. How long have you been there?
I've been there 2 months, a little over 2 months now.
Right, and you've been with Coarc for a number of years.
I've been with Coarc for 8 years.
Gotcha. And so how's the job different? How's this job different? Or you can also think about how the job might have been different when you first got it.
I thought I was going to be bored in this job, and that was like my main concern, but I find myself there an awful lot. But there's more paperwork involved than I at first thought.
Mm-hmm. All right. What are some of the most difficult parts of your job?
The difficult part is, well, there's a couple. And the first, I would say, is not getting to spend the time with the residents that you'd like. But I save Saturdays for that, so we do a lot on Saturdays. And the other part is, as Darren was saying, when peers don't get along. Sometimes that's difficult. Yeah. But, you work through it. You talk to the service coordinator, and
so it's kind of like you have to help facilitate kind of, housemates, their personalities kind of working through.
Right. It's just like, with brothers and sisters, not everybody gets along, and you got to find an even surface for them so they can still live in the same house.
Yeah, that makes sense. So based on that, I think I might have a hint of what you're going to say next, but what are some of your personal talents that have helped you with your job?
Oh, gosh.
Don't be modest.
I'm a motherly person. I'm very motherly, so that helps, and I tend to be drawn to the more behavioral people, I guess I want to say.
So people that might have behavioral challenges, it's something that you're willing to really spend the time, get to know the person, and work through some of those things.
Absolutely. And meds, anything with nursing. I went to nursing school when I was younger, so all that's like second nature, and none of that bothers me. So that's a really good talent I brought to the house also.
Nice, that's great. So I guess my last question for you then, Cheryl, is why is this job, why is being a house manager, why is that a good job for you? Or what about the Coarc job works for you? You've been here for a while. So.
I've been here for a long time. Well, the benefits with Coarc are phenomenal, but all the jobs I've had work for me. The nice thing about Coarc is, they mentor you. They don't want you to be stuck in one job. They teach you so you can move on. And I finally got to the point where it's comfortable to become the house manager, and it's all flowing really nice. And we've had some ups and downs, but it's going really great.
Nice. Well, I want to thank you both for your time. I really appreciate it, and I'll try to get this up on the internet pretty soon. Thanks. All right.